Hello everybody and welcome to the Daily Review, episode number 207 for Friday, September 4th, 2009. And the film I'm going to be reviewing for you guys today is Halloween 2. This is Rob Zombie's latest film, written and directed by him. It stars Malcolm McDowell, Scout Taylor Compton, Sheri Moon Zombie, and Tyler Mane, basically all the people I just said in my previous review of Halloween a day ago. Halloween 2 is basically about Mike Myers, who is alive. Surprise to those of you who saw the first one. And he's kind of back on a killing rampage, and he's going after his sister, trying to kill her because he feels that once he kills her, their family will be complete. They'll all live in this surreal heaven, quote unquote, where there's a white horse and Sheri Moon Zombie dressed in all white, and they'll live happily ever after in a sick, sadistic way. Halloween 2 is the worst type of horror movie to me, and it really makes me sad that Rob Zombie had his hands all over this. I mean, he wrote and directed it. I think he might have even been one of the producers. And it just makes me sad because everything about it is so generic and plain. I'd like to start off with the few good things that I think are done well with the film, which is Rob Zombie, as I've said before, has seen numerous horror films. I remember I saw him on MTV Cribs, and he was just showing off his whole collection. That's just tons of horror films, and he said that he's watched them all. And I think in that sense of the way, he's almost like Tarantino, in the sense that they've both seen so many movies that they know how to make a movie, and Rob Zombie knows how to make a movie. And there's moments in this film that shine through where you're like, this guy knows what he's doing for a horror film. He makes the stabs, whenever Mike Myers stabs somebody, he knows that that is a brutal thing, and I think films have forgotten how brutal stabbing somebody is. And so instead of them just, he's stabbing him, you kind of hear him do like a grunting sound, so every time he stabs somebody he's like very angrily, and it's very brutal to watch just that. The bad stuff about this film, though, is that it relies way too heavily on very conventional horror plots, which is basically people running away from a guy after they're going after them. And that's pretty much what the hour and 40 minutes of this film consists of, is basically Mike Myers walking, trying to stab somebody, kills random people, still going after the one girl. And there's really no heart or soul to anything that's going on. I think initially when I was watching it the first 20 minutes or so, I was like, oh, I was very involved in what was going on. It's basically this big, long chase scene after these cops get in a car accident. Both of them die because Mike Myers gets up, he's not dead. And he goes after his sister in this hospital and kills anybody that's in his path. And I'm like, this is all very good, it's very tense. It's brutal, and I'm like, I like this. This is the Halloween. It reminded me of the first, his remake of Halloween. And then right after that 20-minute sequence, she wakes up in a bed and goes, and it's all a dream. And from that moment on, I was like, this movie is going to be crap. There are way too many dream sequences in this film where they do that sort of thing, where it's a dream, is it not a dream? There's way too many camera shots of Sheri Moon Zombie dressed in white, just kind of standing in the background like a hallucination standing there. The ending to this film is just so conventional and so just sad. It just saddens me, I think, on a personal level that Rob Zombie would do this. And he's also come out and said that he doesn't want to do a Halloween 3, yet the ending of this film definitely leaves it open for another sequel to this franchise. And I really hope if he does make a third one, he realizes and looks back and sees how kind of bad this one is. The other thing I do like is that he does a nice little homage to Psycho at the end, which is kind of cool in its own little way, I guess, but that's not enough to make me recommend this for you guys. I give Halloween 2 a 1.5 out of 5. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with another one for you.